would like to ask the very first question, because I stumbled upon your little tweet, and I'm very curious, how did you get the idea to start that business?
To start a digital marketing agency?
Yeah, because you're tremendously successful. Your channel has over 100,000 subscribers. It's like Facebook, the official page, the official channel does only have 1 million. So it's like you help hundreds of thousands of people worldwide with Facebook ads, and how it's done with the setup and everything. How did it all start?
Yeah, so it was not by design. I didn't plan to do that from the beginning. I think quite a lot of people that get involved in digital marketing agencies. So sort of set the context a little bit. I started my business. I started a business when I was about 18. So I'm 30 now. 12 years ago, started my first business, just trying to sell bits and bobs online. Like you do, like e-commerce type things. Drop shipping wasn't a thing then, but little bits and bobs, right? So I'm doing this at 18. I'm doing this whilst I'm at university. I'm trying to get a business going. Nothing's working. Nothing's succeeding. I sort of got a few products and thought they'll just sell. And of course they didn't, right? Because that's not how it works. They don't just sell. So I realized if I was actually going to be able to sell these products that I had gotten my hands on, I needed to learn how to advertise them online. Okay. So the first thing I did was I took an online course in Google Ads, or Google AdWords as it was then, went through that. This would have been, 2011, maybe, something like that. And learned a little bit and experimented with a little bit. Didn't have much success, but sort of started the learning process around these things. So sort of did that whilst I was at university. For sort of other reasons, I ended up dropping out of university. And then I was living back with my parents, and I was still sort of messing around with side businesses, trying to get it to work. And my mum had an interior design business, and she was really struggling to get new clients. The business wasn't doing that well. And I was sort of learning how to do digital marketing things to try and sell my own products, none of it really working. And she said, well, can you help me out? Can you run campaigns for me? So I was like, sure. So I ran campaigns for her business, I said interior design company, and they worked really well. Those campaigns worked really well. And I thought, okay, well, that's interesting, but I don't care too much because I want this to work for my businesses. So this is great that it's helped my mum out, but sure, whatever.
Were those Facebook or Google campaigns?
These are Google campaigns initially. Okay. Yeah, okay. Google campaigns initially. Okay. And then I carried on sort of doing that whilst trying to work on my own stuff for maybe another sort of 6 months. And then my mum said, like, look, you're sort of living here. You're not really making any money. Why don't you come work with me for a little bit? I think my mum's business, as I said, it still wasn't doing great, so couldn't afford to basically pay me anything. But then I sort of got a more involved role with my mum's business. So I was running Google ads. And that's when I started thinking, well, are there other sort of ads we could run? Because it's a local business on Google, not much search traffic. You sort of max that out fairly quickly, right? So we then started running Facebook ads as like, well, let's see what else we could expand into. So this is 2013 at this point, let's say something like that, like really early days with Facebook. And traffic was incredibly cheap, and it was so easy to get good results, right? So, so ran those campaigns, and they did really well as well. So I worked with my mum's business for a few years, but after doing it for say 6 months, and I took on other roles within the company. It was like 4 people business, really small. So you mucked in and you did all sorts, right? Mm-hmm. But I realized that I had now this skill. I knew how to get a local business leads through both Google ads and Facebook ads. Yeah. And I thought I could probably start offering this as a service to other businesses.
If you like this clip, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see another clip, click here. Or if you want to see the whole interview, click here.